sometimes I find myself stuck on what to make next on my CNC. Whether it's a lack of inspiration or motivation, sometimes I just feel like I don't have a good idea. So today I want to share the things that I've done to get myself unstuck and to spark that new idea for my next CNC project or product. Hello everyone, I'm Andy from andybirdbuilds. This channel is all about building. Whether that's building a piece of DIY furniture, building a woodworking business, or building confidence for your next CNC project. If this is your first time here, a little bit about me. I purchased my first desktop CNC 3 years ago. Started out as a hobby. It progressed into a side hustle while I was working my other full-time job. And since then, it has become the main cash flow of my business. The first one I want to share with you is my personal favorite. So a lot of times on previous projects, I will discover, oh, I can do that, but it doesn't really work for that particular project. For example, texturing on the CNC. So taking that and putting it in my back pocket, like texturing in itself isn't a project or product, but then you come over here and you discovered this new material that you would like to work with. So taking those two different materials, ideas, those two different things, and mashing them together to make a project or product is my favorite way to do things, because you can really come up with some cool things and cool combinations. The second thing I do a lot to get inspiration for my next project is go to social media. Now, some of you will be like, well, duh, I know that. So before you click off, that's not the important thing. It's not just go to social media. It's really easy to go to social media with the idea of seeing what other people are doing and taking that as more discouragement, or it gets you stuck in your rut more because you see all these other people's great ideas and they're like, wow, they have all these great ideas. Which in fact, that's one idea that they've worked on for you don't know how long. It could be a week, it could be a month. So you're seeing 100 people in 100 weeks of ideas, of projects. So, and we're taking that all in a very short period of time. So instead of getting discouraged by all the amazing work out there, take inspiration from it. So if you didn't know, there is an amazing community of makers out there. One of those communities of makers can be found on Instagram. You can find these communities by searching hashtags. Hashtag makers gonna make, hashtag woodworking, hashtag CNC woodworking. There is an unlimited amount of inspiration to be found in these communities if we look through it with this lens that I'm talking about. I'm not talking about plagiarizing someone else's work. I'm not talking about copying it. I'm not talking about undercutting people or stealing ideas. Give credit where credit is due and make it your own. So I would love to hear your thoughts on using social media for inspiration down in the comments below. Let's have a conversation down there, and I would love to hear what you guys think. The third thing that I've used to get myself unstuck is looking around me. It's so easy for me to get focused on just the things I see day to day without seeing them differently. Now, one thing that helps me with this is going for a drive or going for a walk or doing something, going on vacation, doing something that gets me out of my familiar environment, and I start seeing things differently. Whether I see those things on my walk or drive, or I come back to the shop and I see things differently. I think a change of perspective is a good thing when it comes to getting ourselves unstuck. The fourth thing I've done to get myself unstuck is using websites to find trends. Now we're pivoting a little bit more to the product side now. If I'm wondering what is trending or what is trendy out there, or if I find myself asking my question, will this sell or what will sell? I go to websites like Crate and Barrel or West Elm. These are more designer home goods stores. These brands set these trends. So again, taking inspiration for what they have on their website. So maybe you see that this wooden box is on their website and you think, oh, I could make that, but I could do it this way. Or I could use this material, or I could add this to it, or I could make it into this. So that's how I use those websites and to spark that idea for my next product. That was a generic example, but you get the idea. The next thing that I've used is bringing clients ideas to life. The idea doesn't even come from me. Someone comes to me and says, hey, I would like you to make this, or what do you think about this? And then by collaborating together, we come up with something that they desired and they're happy with. That also helps you and your creative juices flowing for other projects. So collaboration is a great way to spark your next idea. So if there's one thing that I want you to get out of this video, it's okay to take inspiration from other people's work. Now, again, I'm not saying copy people's work, and I am saying give credit where credit is due, but it is okay. We don't need to have that hesitation. Well, someone else did that, so I can't do that. No, take that idea and make it better, or take that idea and make it yours. If you're still watching, you're most likely someone that has been watching my content to the end for a while now. Thank you so much for finding what I do interesting. 3 years ago, when I got into the world of CNC, I never dreamed that it would lead me here, sharing with you. But what I've discovered along the way is that I really like sharing. I like teaching and helping about as much as I like running my CNC. So as I shared, I got a lot of great messages and positive feedback from you. So I'd continue sharing. And so that cycle has been going on for 1.5 years now. I've been working on my YouTube channel along with my CNC business. Although I absolutely love making these videos, it takes a lot of time and effort. So I'm asking for your support. If you're someone that finds value from my content and wants me to keep pumping this content out, then I would absolutely love your support. So I already have a Patreon account set up where I have a small group of people that support me month to month financially. Small amount, whatever amount, you can cancel it at any time. It's perfectly safe. And I'll leave a link to it down in the description below for you to check out if this is something you're interested in. All my patrons get early access to my content. Every piece of content, even this video, there are people that got to see it the day before you did. So if this isn't something you're interested in, that's perfectly fine. No pressure whatsoever. Either way, thank you so much for your support and being here. Without you being here, I couldn't be here. And I really mean that. So thank you.